Every year, over 1 billion people around the world gather to celebrate one of the most important holidays in Islam, Eid al-Adha. It's a day of sacrifice, unity, and gratitude. But did you know it's celebrated very differently depending on where you are in the world? From bustling cities in Indonesia to remote villages in Nigeria, this global holiday reflects local cultures in surprising and beautiful ways. Welcome to OrbitTrail, where we uncover the fascinating customs, geography, and traditions of our world. Today, we explore how Eid al-Adha is celebrated across continents and what it truly means beyond the feast. Eid al-Adha, also known as the Festival of Sacrifice, commemorates the story of the Prophet Ibrahim, or Abraham as he's known in Christianity and Judaism, who was willing to sacrifice his son as an act of obedience to God. At the last moment, God intervened and provided a ram to sacrifice instead. The holiday is observed on the 10th day of Dhu al-Hijjah, the final month in the Islamic lunar calendar, and it marks the climax of the annual Hajj pilgrimage to Mecca, another pillar of the Islamic faith. Muslims around the world perform a special prayer in congregation, then take part in a symbolic sacrifice, usually of a goat, sheep, or cow, as a way of honoring Ibrahim's devotion. But the ways in which this sacrifice and celebration unfold vary widely from region to region. Let's start in Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim-majority country. In Jakarta and beyond, Eid al-Adha is called Eid al-Adha, and it's marked with massive prayer gatherings, community feasts, and a surge in kurban, or animal sacrifice, donations. People often donate livestock to mosques, which then distribute meat to poorer families. It's common to see goats and cows being delivered in the days leading up to the holiday. But what's truly fascinating is how modern and traditional elements blend. You'll find volunteers wearing batik shirts, organizing high-tech apps to manage donations, while children sing Eid songs in traditional Javanese styles. In Egypt, Eid al-Adha is a deeply family-oriented celebration. Early in the morning, families gather for Eid prayers, then return home to perform the sacrifice, often right in their own courtyards. It's common to see butchers working openly in residential neighborhoods during this time. Meat is shared with family, neighbors, and the poor, a spiritual reminder of community and compassion. The day continues with lavish feasts featuring dishes like fatah, layers of rice, bread, and meat with vinegar and garlic sauce, and visits to relatives and friends. Even in the middle of Cairo's chaos, there's a deep sense of peace and purpose on this day. In Nigeria, Eid al-Adha is known as Eid al-Kabir, and it's a major public holiday celebrated with great enthusiasm, especially in the northern regions. People dress in colorful traditional attire, and massive congregational prayers are held in open fields. After the sacrifice, families prepare dishes like suya, spicy grilled meat skewers, and jollof rice, a favorite West African dish. Unique to Nigeria are the Durbar festivals, spectacular horse parades with warriors and emirs in full regalia. These festivals blend Islamic tradition with centuries-old cultural pageantry, creating a celebration that is visually stunning and historically rich. In Turkey, Eid al-Adha is called Kurban Bayramı, and it carries deep religious significance and cultural pride. Turkish families often donate to local charities that handle the sacrifice and distribute meat on their behalf. This modernized approach allows more urban dwellers to participate while upholding the tradition. What's striking in Turkey is the emphasis on hospitality. Families visit neighbors, elders, and even grave sites, offering sweets, tea, and goodwill. Children often receive money, called bayram harçlığı, as a festive gift. The Turkish countryside sees more traditional practices, with communal feasts and prayer gatherings that date back generations. What about Muslims living in non-Muslim majority countries like the United States, Canada, or across Europe? In these regions, Eid al-Adha is both a spiritual experience and a cultural bridge. Large mosques organize prayer events in parks or convention centers, and the sense of community becomes even more pronounced. Since public holidays aren't granted in many places, some people take the day off to celebrate with their families. Meat is often ordered from certified halal butchers, and instead of public sacrifices, the emphasis shifts to charity, food donations, and family bonding. Eid also becomes an opportunity to educate non-Muslim neighbors. With interfaith events, open mosque days, and public celebrations designed to spread awareness and connection. Despite the differences, one thing remains consistent across every culture. Eid al-Adha is a time of faith, reflection, and generosity. Whether you're in a small village in Senegal or a high-rise in Dubai, you'll find the same core values: compassion, sacrifice, gratitude, and unity. The act of sharing meat with those in need symbolizes something much bigger: a world where no one is left behind. Eid al-Adha is more than a ritual. It's a global celebration of humanity's better nature. Through sacrifice, we remember our blessings. Through giving, we unite our communities. And through celebration, we honor our diversity. Thanks for exploring the world with us today. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let us know in the comments how Eid is celebrated where you live. Happy Eid al-Adha from all of us at OrbitTrail.